To sculpt Armour part, I will be a lot relying on the scrap brush, so I will duplicate this and move it on another layer. I will apply the mirror and the subsurf modifier, go into sculpt mode, enable dynamic topology. I will keep this resolution for this demonstration. And what I will do is that using a constant radius, I will start adding some scratch and damages to the side. So what you need to do when using the scrap brush is change your brush size as often as possible, pressing the F key, to make large chunks against very small ones. And then you can work on areas like this to get variation along the way. One important thing when using the scrap brush here is to play with curve. So for the time being, we have a rounded curve. This should be this one. But you may play with the hard one here to get sharper result like this. Because then there will be a lot of pinching to be done while getting out of dynamic topology, as we've seen before. Another thing with the scrap brush, you can play with those options here. So for the time being, I'm onto plain areas, so it will be using the face normals to calculate the scrapping. But if I want to make big chunks here, I can switch to view plane, and now it will be projected based on camera angle. So if I go on the side here and start to scratch this, I will get a nice crease. Then I can switch back to area plane and smooth a little bit this out still with the scrap brush. Then we will be able to add some details using the crease brush. So this time I will enable the radius option so that whenever I make a strokes, it will be thinner on the beginning and the end and will look more natural. So I will add some of those like this. And then what I like to do is add some holes onto the surface, so I make them as uneven as possible. Then you can smooth one of the sides to make them flow onto the surface, or even pressing Shift 4, get back to scrap brush, disable the radius and work those out. Finally, sometime I will add some clay strips here, smooth them out, and this will allow me to add others impacts using the scrap brush then, because I'm creating an uneven surface and this will be easier. So now I can use the scrap brush, smooth that. So first thing, we create those hammered effects everywhere onto the surface, trying to keep some of the hard edges we have created, working very small here. And once we are done, we will exit dynamic topology and use the pinch brush. With the dynamic topology exited, Blender won't generate or collapse geometry so that we can have very, very thin details. So I'm trying to brush as straight as possible. I don't do big areas like this because there will be smoothed thanks to the pinch brush, and we don't want that. We want straight effect. Then I can smooth the surface near. I will just disable the ambient occlusion and we get those nice effects. So that's pretty much it for the wall Armour. I will be walking this way, so this isn't very hard to follow. Just think to pinch a little the ends and of your scratch here and smooth them a little bit to make them looking more natural. Think to change your matte cap oftenly to see if you have a nice resolution. So I will be covering all of this into time lapses because this will be very repetitive, and you can see there isn't that much technical stuff involved to get to a nice result here. It's a matter of time, and that's a good training. So be resilient and work out your Armour. Follow the time lapses if you meet any difficulties, but that's it. You can see you get very nice results very fast.